They are possibly watching my video too. They have been watching us anyway. That is why I said there are some things you don't say here. There are some things that they don't even see on your face. Okay? You don't say them because you want people to make you look, you want to look like a powerful person to people. Man of action. Hey, that's why I like Mayegun. Oh yeah, Mayegun. Let us shut down Yoruba land. And I'm living in the UK. And yet, the poverty capital of the world. Because I want to prove to my friends on social media that Yoruba, my group, we are very powerful. Oh yeah, let us do this and that. In the UK, that's even like kind of fear in a way. So yeah, we want to shut down. They'll say, okay, now they do ourselves. But from the UK, and I'm asking you to go and kill people. That's not Yoruba. That's not us. So it got to a point that they started attacking shops of Igbos. They started burning them down in Lagos. Whenever they burn them down, all this fire, grandiose will go live and celebrate it and say they want Igbo out of Yoruba land, sir. We want Igbos out of Yoruba land, sir. And you see in the UK, as you can say, more than 1 million Yorubas are living in the UK. You can say the same thing, more than 2 million Igbos are living in the UK. Oh. The Igbos in the UK, generational Igbos in the UK, majority of them, they ended up in the UK after the Biafran War. And that thing, the fight and remembrance for Biafra, majority of them started there from the UK, including Nnamdi Kanu. There was never a time that Nnamdi Kanu said, if you see any Fulani man on Enugu street, if you see any Fulani man in any Biafra land, you must kill him. He never said that. He never said that. That's why I said, majority of you, you need to pay attention. No? In this same UK, we have Igbos who are now MPs, who are local councillors. They have all of their Undi Igbo organizations in the UK. Report of everything that is happening in Ala Igbo. They are receiving them every day. They are calling Ala Igbo meeting in the UK here. Generation from generation to generation. No. Then suddenly, somebody in the UK is calling for the killings of the Igbos in Yoruba land. The people that have not even recovered from the program, the genocide of civil war. That's why I said, na mental problem. He is not a smart person. He is not a smart person. Okay? In this same UK, you have all those data with you. Now, demo, this person is now instigating another war. This person is here in the UK and is asking the Yorubas to kill Igbos, to destroy their properties. This was how it all started, though, in 1967, 1966, 1965, until they took it to the next level. And they killed us and killed us. Nigeria has been killing us and killing us. This guy, now report, and UK government is going to act. They're going to act. He may be entertaining all of you on social media. He may be telling you, he may be mesmerizing you, telling you, the way he kind of confuses many of you is that he can present very well the unfair, unjust treatment of Yorubas in the project Nigeria. And that can captivate you. And you can be like, okay, what should we do? And what can we do now? But behind the scene is hiding it from you that Tifnumbu is the leader of their own Yoruba nation. So if you believe in that Yorubas deserve better, then you must believe that Tifnumbu is the one that can give it to us as Yoruba people. So if you don't agree with that, then you are not a real Yoruba. Do you get that now? Now, here in the UK, there is never anywhere that Nnamdi Kanu said, if you see Yoruba anywhere in Biafra land, if you see Yorubas and their businesses anywhere Yoruba in Biafra land, I want you to burn them down. I want you to kill all of them. The Yorubas must leave. So what exactly would then be the excuse of Adeyinka Grandiot to incite young people to commit arson, to commit crimes when he is living comfortably in the UK? Do you understand that? That is different from talking about Yorubas need to leave Nigeria. Biafra need to leave Nigeria. We need referendum. We need to push for that. We need our people to demand for referendum, not for election. These are legitimate conversation. So when Adeyinka was reported the Scotland Yard in the UK. They decided to go and meet him. They arrested him. And they told him to stop. The social media, a lot is going on these days. Please don't start any civil war in Nigeria. Well, the moment you begin to say, kill this, kill that, simply because of your whatever you have, because they will not vote for Tifnumbu, because they will not support Tifnumbu. You get what I mean now? And you like Tifnumbu, you love Tifnumbu, and because these people will not support Tifnumbu, they are enemies of Yoruba, they must be killed. And Adeyinka wanted to build Nnamdi Kanu by everything. I don't know many of you around that time when Adeyinka was everywhere, his video everywhere. He wanted to desperately be like Nnamdi Kanu. You get that? Nnamdi Kanu will be doing broadcast, radio Biafra. You will see thousands of people. Nnamdi Kanu will be telling and reminding Biafrans what Nigeria did to them. How Nigeria, including the rest, because if you see the rest of Nigeria, including the Yorubas, now all of our soldiers fought in that genocide. And then as Biafrans were killed, what do you call it? Many of us in Yoruba land, we lost thousands of our own sons and daughters who were soldiers, who fought on the side of Nigeria. Do you also know that during the war, there were also Biafrans who also fought on the side of Nigeria? So it was a crazy time, right? Nnamdi Kanu was there to remind everybody what happened. So some people were feeling like, Nnamdi Kanu is twisting the story. Nnamdi Kanu is making the Igbos to hate the rest of Nigeria. Do you understand that? So many of you also misunderstood Nnamdi Kanu from the beginning too. Especially when Nnamdi Kanu said, the Yorubas are criminals who actually contributed to the killings of the Igbos. Did you contribute to the killing of the Igbos? Did the Yorubas, the Yoruba political elite, did they participated in the war that saw 5 million Igbos killed, and then over 500,000 those who fought on the side of Nigeria, because they are not mentioning that figure too. Did you know that nearly 1 million were killed on the side of Nigeria too, that war? And in that nearly 1 million people who died on the side of Nigeria, Yorubas, we also paid the supreme price in that war. So Nnamdi Kanu is now saying, you should never forget what they did to us. This time around, if they try it with us, because we are going, if they try it with us, we are going to fight to the last man who would destroy Nigeria. A Yoruba man automatically felt offended. What is wrong with this Nnamdi Kanu? Why is he talking to Yoruba like that? Like I said, you all have your prejudices, and that is what Nigeria is all about. But there was never a time. Even this Fulani Janjaweed that Nnamdi Kanu will talk about all the time. Fulani Janjaweed, uncircumcised Janjaweed, this and that. He is also very, very clear. The Fulani Janjaweed who want to take over our land. The Fulani Janjaweed who want to rape our women. The Fulani Janjaweed who want to enslave our people, who want to this and that, who are taking our resources. Are you Fulani Janjaweed taking their resources? Even if you are a Fulani, are you in Enugu right now collecting tax as a Fulani man in Enugu? Now the political class, which simply means if people agree, they can stop these armed rogues coming to what? To take over your land. Now, when Nnamdi Kanu was saying it, they made you focused on, he said Yoruba church this, Yoruba church, they are devil. Yoruba, are they not devil? Are we not talking about pastorpreneurs? Are we not talking about fake prophecies that are, pastor, politicians, and politics? Have we not spoken about that? Have we not talked about the mega churches in Nigeria? Where are they located? Have we not spoken about religion, how they use religion to manipulate our people to continue to pray for Nigeria? Nnamdi Kanu now says Yoruba churches are evil. Some of you now completely lost it. This Nnamdi Kanu must be killed. Why are they not arresting Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu is asking for war. Nnamdi Kanu. Referendum is not war, for goodness sake. Referendum is not war. But majority of those who misunderstood Nnamdi Kanu then, They started saying, man, this guy makes sense. It's just that it is the way he said it. I didn't know that it was all about this, Sha. People are now realizing, but the Nnamdi Kanu, that Adeyinka Grandiot want to desperately be like, is now a symbol of worldwide liberation now. You may not believe it. Millions of people genuinely believe in him now. Because he is not asking the Igbos to kill Yoruba. He's not asking the Igbos to kill Fulani. He's not asking the Igbos, the Biafrans, to kill Hausa. He said, we want to leave Nigeria. If you try to stop us like you did in 1967, our people will fight to the last blood. How is that offensive to anybody? UK government, they are watching everything. They are seeing all of these things. But what you don't know is that the UK government can also tap all other things we are not telling you. Adeyinka Grandiot want to turn Yoruba land to Borno. They will bomb here. They will bomb there just because they want Igbos to leave Yoruba land. And they told him to stop. You need to stop this. With the history of Nigeria, don't incite one tribe against the other. In Yoruba land today, Oloye Sunday Igboho and majority of the Yoruba people, they said we need to protect our farms. Are you living in the forest? Are there no Fulanis in Lagos market, in Lagos this and that? Are there no Hausa in all the Kara markets in Yoruba land? Are you not still going there to buy cow, to buy to buy your ram? Did Igbo say you should go to those places where they are selling ram, to go to those Sabo and attack them? Did anybody ever say that? That's the difference. The people who came to kidnap our people, who are kidnapping our people, chasing our people out of their lands, sending them into exile, sending them into refugee camps. These are the people we said we need to protect ourselves against. And the UK government, yes, they may sabotage it, but they cannot arrest you for that. They cannot call that incitement. They can. You see, what we are asking for is something that even the political class in Yoruba land can put together a request and come to this UK and ask for the UK government support for security in Yoruba land. That's exactly what Igboho is asking for. That is why nobody could arrest Nnamdi Kanu for any crime. Nobody will say Igboho. And this is also why Yorubas will back Igboho 1 million times. So ask yourself, why is it easy for the Yorubas to publicly stand behind Igboho and they don't want to have anything to do with Adeyinka Grandiot? Have you asked yourselves? I just told you why. Because the people who should be defending Adeyinka Grandiot right now should be the Bodilon Arokeshe. The Atole, the Aṣíwájú àwọn Atole, the Aṣíwájú àwọn Olè, the Aṣíwájú àwọn Gbéwiri. They should be the one to defend him and publicly fight for him. You see? Now, if you have been living a lie yourself, I bet you know better now. Do you know better now? Because I met with Yinka, he's a brother, but his ideology is not just injurious, disastrous to those who live in Yoruba land, who are non-Yorubas. They are as dangerous as they are to all those Yorubas ourselves. Imagine me taking my son to Yoruba land, Yoruba nation. And then we have these rascals, we have these cretins, we have these mentally disturbed criminals who are now in charge of Yoruba land. They will now tell my son, because me, Mayegun, a Yoruba man. Then, for example, my son, Akinola, with a Scottish mom, they will say Akinola is not a full Yoruba. Ṣé ya wèrè ni? Of course, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ pé ya wèrè ni. Ibi tí mo ti mọ̀ continental problem nìyẹn. And that is not the kind of Yoruba land I want to live in. I said, you are living in the UK. UK ló ń gbé. How could you conveniently target a tribe, single them out, gaslight them, and you say, I'm doing it for the Yoruba people? No, you are not. So that's what I'm going to tell you today. I want you to take this. this guy and what he stood for had nothing to do with Yoruba nation. Take this, know this, and you will know peace. He is a pure criminal. And I said this with bold face. Let me tell you something. When the UK government, the Scotland Yard, when they met with him, they said, you need to stop all of this now. They checked his laptop. They check his phones. They check everything, his history and all of that. Yinka was searching. That's how stupid he was. I mean, he was. Yinka was searching on Google how to make chemical bomb, ingredient of making bombs, how to conceal guns, things that your search history will trigger what is called, security alerts, social media, internet, Wi-Fi, phones, smartphone, and the rest of that. These are the things that already gave us up. How can you then be so stupid enough to now put a bell on yourself, alarm? Wow. When they now got that evidence, they had no choice. They have to try and prosecute him for hate crime and the incitement of mass killings of the Igbos and Fulanis in Nigeria. It has nothing to do with Yoruba nation. Don't let anybody put any kind of jargons out there telling you that, my friend, you don't understand this whole thing. This is why. Because Adeyinka Grandiot is exposing Nigeria. What nonsense exposure? Because we all come here. I have almost 2,000 of you watching me right now. If they didn't suspend my Facebook, maybe you have another 2,000 people watching me on Facebook. Last, maybe I will have about 5,000 or 5,000 people watching me. Are you with me? And then I'm here bragging. We will do this, we will do that, we will blah, 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 blah. British government hate him. The British is exposing them. They don't want Yoruba nation to come. They are the same one doing the same thing for Nnamdi Kanu. Some of you believe all of that. I'm not completely going to say no. But you see on this one, please, don't believe in that rubbish. Okay? Because one of the reasons why it's been so difficult to keep people reasonably thinking logically as well. It's so difficult. It's because of all this whataboutism. What about that person? What about what that one said? What about, say, listen. Keep your whataboutism, okay? What Grandiot did in this country, in Nigeria, maybe, many of you haven't even done much. And they will say if they grab you, and if they grab you, or they've even grabbed you already, or send you to exile. In this country, you don't threaten people, okay? And then you don't go online to start searching on how to make bomb in Yoruba land. If anybody says we need to defend Yoruba land, if you want to defend Yoruba land, you will group together. You will become forest rangers in Yoruba land. You will go into that forest. You will keep it safe. That is the protection we need. All right? And if you are going to do that, we don't need Facebook to announce it. We don't need YouTube to announce it. Okay? You can go on, deal with it, keep us safe. Yes, you are doing your job. In fact, it should be a thankless job. But in this modern day and time where everybody want get the attention, I mean do am. And now us, we do am. My ego is don't give me that. I've told you, me I no be anything, no be anything, no. But the one we can tell publicly, we will say it publicly. The ones we can't say publicly, we let it just go. Even if we are feeling like man, if I tell people what we want to do, people will be so surprised. Say, my ego, thank you. But I don't have to tell you when it's not matured. That same thing comes to somebody bragging. We will make sure we deal with you. If anybody try anything with us, we will do this. Oh man, can't you just calm down? Just choose your word carefully. It is not an act of a cowardice. It's in fact, it's an act of a stupidity to think. Telling people that you will kill, you will bomb, you will do this, you will do that on social media makes you this extra powerful. It is like a candle. It will blow down. So when they figured out that he's been talking to some people, he's been making calls, he's been searches, he's been doing searching and the rest of that. So they went straight to his house. They told him to stop threatening the Igbos and the Fulanis in Nigeria, the rest of that. No, my guy couldn't wait. After 7 months, my guy started turning on his camera again, telling us that this time around 2023, they must make sure that before 2023, they exterminate all of the Igbos in Lagos, in Yoruba land, so that if Tinubu can win 2023, if Yorubas don't do something about the Igbos before 2023, Tinubu cannot be president. Do you get that now? For Yoruba nation. Tinubu came out and he said, I am from one Nigeria. Nigeria will never break. Did that not defeat whatever he said he's saying? This is what he told them back then when they came for him and said, we are now arresting you for terrorism because it's now obvious that you have the intention to actually carry out killings of the Igbos, killings of the Fulanis in Yoruba land. The way you have presented it and what we have on you, you are coming with us. He started defending himself.
Okay. I'm not okay because I don't know what I've done that will bring so many people.
All right. Let me explain to you. You're Adeyinka Shamaria. Yeah. Adeyinka, we're arresting you this morning for some offences under the Terrorism Act, okay?
What is that? Terrorism?
Yeah. Let me explain to you exactly what they are. And you'll understand why. Okay? Bear with me.
Under terrorism.
He's going to explain it to you, okay?
Just listen carefully. So I'm arresting you for encouraging terrorism and dissemination of terrorism publication. And that's contrary to Section 1 and 2 of the Terrorism Act 2006. I'm also arresting you for possession of a document likely to be useful to a person committing or preparing or instigating an act of terrorism. And that's contrary to Section 58 of the Terrorism Act 2000. And for stirring up racial hatred, which is contrary to the Public Order Act, Section 19 and 21. Public Order Act 1986. Right, I suspect you have published this type of material online. Okay? And the necessity for the arrest is to allow the prompt and effective investigation of this offence and to prevent loss or damage to property. Alright? So you do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court, and anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
I do understand, but can I just dress properly?
Absolutely, you can. Yes.
Captain, you got the keys?
Because I don't. I have publication online. I have my books that I've written, which are on Amazon. I don't do terrorism.
Okay, so you have books and publications which are online via Amazon, you're saying?
Yeah, that's what. And I advocate for Nigeria to return back to regional government, the system that we practice here in this country, whereby you have the Scottish Parliament, you have the Welsh Parliament, you have the Northern Irish Parliament, and you have the parliamentary system. This is what I'm advocating for, that we should go back there, because this is when the British left in 1960. This is what we had before the Igbos suspended the system and introduced the unitary system. And I'm saying that so many Yoruba are all over abroad. We're well educated, we can find job, and then the Hausa Fulani come into our space, they control all the jobs, and we are just wasting away everywhere. I gave my example.
Show me.
Yeah.
You have all the opportunity to talk about your political views and everything about the
Because it's very...
But now's not the point for that, Philip. So I want you to listen carefully to me, okay? Hear what you're saying, it's all been recorded, you've been cautioned, so you don't have to say anything. So I suggest right now that you know what's going to happen when we take you to the police station, and we're going to talk to us there. But at this moment in time, it's probably not the time to tell us about your political
Yeah, I do.
views.
I do. But it's something that I can be called, I can be invited, that for police to come around.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I do that warranted terrorism.
Okay. Well,
So am I being arrested? Am I being arrested?
What clothes do you want to put on?
Please.
What
when I say
clothes?
investigate,
That is the usual cover. I write online, It's just somebody like me, right? I'll say, oh, I write online. I talk about, Nigeria should return to regionalism. I want Nigeria to blah, 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 blah. But that is not what he's doing. That's not what he's doing. Some of you were like, though they eventually dropped the terrorism charge, they convicted him for 8 crimes against the Igbos, against Fulanis in Nigeria, and incitement of violence against the Igbos, against the Fulanis. That's the conviction, not terrorism. They didn't charge him for that. I mean, they didn't convict him for that. They dropped that. I am asking, ask him. Is Tinubu want Nigeria to return to regionalism? Is APC, Egbekegbe, want Nigeria to return to regionalism? But did you see where he quickly sneaked in the Igbos there? The Igbos suspended regionalism in 1966. That is obsession. The obsession I'm talking about. It's always about the Igbos. And since 1966, after 1966, no Igbo man has been given a chance to lead Nigeria again. No Igbo man. And that has been one of the reasons why the Igbo said they want to leave. They want to go. From that 1966, you have had Yorubas, who have been president of Nigeria twice. You have had Yorubas who have been vice president of Nigeria twice. 1966, suspension of the Independence Constitution, the bobo that Tinubu and gang, all this old Afenifeku, who turned the Yoruba struggle to money-making machine. When they now join politics, they just dropped it. It was that same that line. What they call them? Punch line. Yoruba people want to return. What thing Yoruba people want? That was when, then we said, how come Tinubu and the rest of APC, Egbekegbe, the Yorubas today, political criminals in Yoruba land, who love Yoruba land, how come they are not campaigning for return to regionalism? Is that not what Tinubu told them in 2015? Through federalism, resource control, state police, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Now that same Tinubu is the leader of this weary. You see where that was the moment I actually lost it. Like, this guy, you continue to use this line to deceive ignorant people who genuinely love Yoruba land and they want something done. Do you understand that now? It is like manipulating people, using the situation and your own emotional, what have you, to milk you, like, and then to squeeze you like orange. When they are done, they trash you. That is what that guy represented. Because you know what? It now became obsession, whereby when they mention Nnamdi Kanu, Adeyinka grandiose will say one horrible or do one horrible thing so that it can be in the news. At some point, he decided to start, birthing fake Facebook accounts so that they can all different names or funny names. You know them. Agbako le Yoruba, Omale Yoruba, Yoruba Nation Atata, Yoruba this. Then you will see their picture. Tinubu is their picture. They are the people who always help him to promote all the nonsense he says so that he can make it to the. Then before you know it, to Punch newspaper. The UK-based Yoruba secessionist leader, Adeyinka grandiose, said they are going to bomb Lagos Stock Exchange. He loves that. Do you understand that now? But Tinubu and gang, that he is also presenting as Yoruba, this Yoruba leader, Yoruba that, they are pro-Nigeria. They are not even interested in true federalism. They are not interested in all these jagbajantis that everybody is speaking grammar about. Now share the money, share the cake, share the money. Everybody they go after now. So if you now say no to APC, no to PDP, Adeyinka grandiose and his also fellow lunatics, they will automatically tag you enemy of Yoruba land. You know what I'm saying? They change it to, you are a Yoruba man, oh. Me, I'm a full-blooded Yoruba, oh. But since I don't support Tinubu I am a Yoruba bastard in the book of Adeyinka Grandiot. Do you understand that logic? If you don't support Tinubu, you genuinely don't love Yoruba land. Do you get that? If you publicly criticize Tinubu to the Adeyinka Grandiot, that is unforgivable. How can you, a Yoruba man, come out publicly and against Tinubu? If Tinubu is not our leader, do you know what would have happened to Yoruba people today? How can you be like this? Definitely you are not a true Yoruba son. Now that time, we know say their mental problem, don't they jump breach. Their mental problem, don't they jump breach, and is about to commit suicide. It's a matter of time. Finally, she you know commit suicide now. Where is Tinubu? Because they are the people who should, you know, some people are saying that if Tinubu actually send him this message to hate on Igbos and instigate violence against Igbos in Yoruba land, then they should get him a good lawyer and they should say, make them forgive him, a mental problem. In this country, they don't joke with a mental health issue. Some of us, we have witnessed a lot of his utterances, and we have been as alarmed as many of you who are non-Yorubas. When he was firing you, calling for your death, this and that, many of us were like, torí Ọlọ́run. Hey, kí tún ní ibo la tún já sí báyìí nsìn lọ́dọ̀ Yínká báyìí torí Ọlọ́run. Which one be this again, Yínká? Which one is this again? Abi? Until he started serving all of us too. Now, many of us are not real Yorubas anymore. The Ilana Odua, Professor Banji Akintoye, in the book of Adeyinka Grandiot, Baba Akintoye is not a real Yoruba. In fact, Baba Akintoye, father, they came from Mali. If they check it very well, according to Adeyinka Grandiot, no, because Baba Akintoye is not supporting Tinubu and APC. Egbekegbe. Sunday Igboho said, we should all come together and let us defend our land. Sunday, which Sunday Igboho in Yoruba land? Grandiot were tongbe ninu flat 2-room bi temi yo. Are you following me? Grandiot tongbe ni London ninu flat iyara meji 3-bedroom 2-bedroom flat. Council flat, BT because now my house itself now 2-bedroom flat, council flats. I just pray say make I get small money. When Leila come, I go move to another council flat, but it go be 3-bedroom, so I can have my mini studio out of this room. Somebody when they live inside council flat like me in London said Igboho is nobody in Yoruba land, simply because Igboho said, "Let us defend Yoruba land. Let us all come together." And he told his Igboho is just a thug. He's illiterate. He's this Igboho, multimillionaire, who decided to start dressing like hunter, enter inside forest in the middle of the night, chasing after AK-47 wielding terrorists. And we have seen the proof. The way they living inside one flat in London, calling himself leader of YYF, said Igboho is a nobody. One Biafra, my brother, now so it be when the room is hot. Sometimes now so they miss all the super chats. And I know your super chats came with messages. So I will do that. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I saw them, but I'm in the middle of that, my people feel like, my ego continue, come back to that. But I know you left a message in that super chat. So give me a sec. Let me see the first one, the second one, and then we can move on. Okay, you know what? Unwan Biafra. Okay, fine. I found it. Thank you. So your message, the first one. Last, there will be a referendum. The amount of lives lost is too much. Too much bad blood between ethnic groups. Everyone should want referendum. Peace will come. Self-defense is not terrorism. God bless you. So calling for self-defense, defending yourself against what has been established as security problems across Nigeria, is not a terrorism act. True to that, Unwan Biafra. as an Igbo, Mayegun, I completely agree that your boy was out of line. But in Scotland, how many Oyibo that definitely exist and are preaching racism and hate against Africans have been arrested? Unwa Biafra, many, in fact, all of them. Okay? There is nobody with them born well. Not here in Scotland, nowhere in the UK, that them born you well. That you say because you are Oyibo and you go on live camera. Okay? You will go on live camera and you start calling for the death of any race in the UK. You will be picked up before that evening. You will be jailed for that statement. Trust me. Listen, it is that bad in the UK that if you are working and they are doing all this banter on Twitter and everybody is dropping comments, abusing themselves, saying things, horrible things, then people started saying racist things. You can't jump there. You say because you be Oyibo, you jump there, can't comment racist comments. Just pray that you are a jobless Oyibo. You know now, Unwan Biafra, a jobless one, we know we really get life. No get job, no get family, no get life. Just pray, say you are that kind of Oyibo. They will find you, they will jail you. You see, that comment alone on social media has made many Oyibos to lose their life, to lose their life, jobs, family, things that are dear to them for commenting, just commenting. Don't that they post anything, no, they just commented. Unwan Biafra. That's why I'm saying that, please, they're not born and well, they're not born you well. Say you put on camera. You can't say, all Africans, we hate them. Africans are this and that. This, they should go. Politically, they may politically, they say you are just saying it's a free word. You can say whatever you want. But if you say the Oyinbo should start killing blacks, or this tribe should start killing that tribe, you can't do video. You go jail. Unwan Biafra. I just thought I should let you know. And thank you for the super chat. Now I know why you said, Mayegun, you are ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you. All right. I just, I was so much into, So Adeyinka Grandiot even divided us as Yoruba people who should be together in time of trouble. But because Igboho said no election, Adeyinka Grandiot called Igboho illiterate. He said, one illiterate. Yoruba nation. Many of you saw the video, so don't pretend. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Igboho, illiterate. Illiterate, Yoruba nation. Illiterate, you guys are just funny. They will kill him. Yes, they will kill him. We that are doing Yoruba nation, we are strategic, we are this, and that is why YYF, we take Yoruba to this and that. That's what he said. So you can understand where my rage is coming from. A goddamn nobody who wants to make himself more than who he is. And then that's what happened. In time of trouble, Yorubas don't leave our own. We don't abandon our own. But that weary, he's already told us that we are not Yorubas. At some point, he sent his faceless social media bandits. He sent them to my different walls. You Mayegun, we know that you are not a real Yoruba. That's why you are defending Igbos. We know that your father, they have told us, we have found out about you. Your father is from Igbo land. Or your mother is from Igbo land. One of them is half. You are half. Abolori buruku la won lori buruku yi ni. Tí wèrè orí yín ká ní London. Tó bá ti gbòdì. Tó bá ti wá kú tó wèrè yẹn sẹ́nu ẹ̀yin olórí buruku tẹ́jọ́ ń bẹ́ kiri yẹn. Then the next thing, if you don't agree with them, you are not a real Yoruba. And I continue to warn some of you, my friends, right? It is not a good thing to say people who don't believe in your stuff, their parents are not real Igbos. It is a very, very, very bad thing to say. Some of you are saying them because you just want to hurt people. You just want to prove that you know how to talk. And because some of you don't even know how to really have conversation, right? You always have argument. About what do? You want to say something that will hurt that person. When that person disagrees with you, they automatically become non-Igbo. This one, we know you are not a real Igbo. Some of you even call my program. You will tell me on my program, Mayegun, don't worry yourself. Some of these people, they are not real Igbos. Their papa and mama, they are the people where we say during the war, they raped their mama. You don't say that. That's not how to build a country. Because forever and ever, there will be people that will say, we don't agree with that idea. It is your job to make them reason with you. See reasons with you. They are still your people. So Yinka Grandiot was planting that ideology in Yoruba land. For the next 4 years, we will sanitize the struggle and reason why Yorubas should be on our own. Do you want that now? Do you understand? We will sanitize that. What Adeyinka Grandiot was planting was so dangerous to us, the Yoruba people. Yoruba Libra, Yoruba conservative, all over the world. Except when it goes to the book of these wearies, these lunatics, all over the world. When they say Libra, Libras are always like the Democrats. They review things, but they are always kind of generous. They are accommodating. They welcome everybody. Yeah? Libras build cosmopolitan cities. They build liberal society where people have freedom of choice, freedom of this, freedom of that. Nobody dictates it to you. Nobody dictates anything. That's what the liberalism is all about. Abi, I don't run mad, Goni, because I don't understand. Abi, I don't become Olodo. Help me. Liberalism. Is that not what liberalism is all about? Then the other one is conservatism. Abi, the consa. Help me. Make I read the comment. Wait, because I don't want to be talking in the nonsense. Because that's what I believe. Liberals are accommodating people. Liberation, exactly. Liberation, freedom, choice. After your freedom, you are free to do everything that is just and right. Abi, you are not going to live in a place where they will be, liberals are always welcoming. Yorubas are liberal people. Generally, we are. But it doesn't mean that we don't have a sprinkle of a concern within us. Concern are the people who believe, call Yoruba. If you want to, if there's any business in Yoruba, if any business in Yoruba that is making wave, it must be owned by the Yoruba. Preservation, conservation, conservatism. People who are like pro, but they are not hateful people. They call them selfish. Okay? When they want to share the resources of the wealth of their country, they make sure that the wealth of their country is in the hand of the people of the country. In Yoruba land, the concern people who want to make the money, the landed property, this and that, to be in the hands of the Yoruba. But there will still be other people who want things too. Do you understand? They don't hate you and say, why are you an Igbo man and you have the biggest filling station in Yoruba land? The next thing the concern will do is that they will look for a Yoruba man and give him enough money and give him enough thing to give him enough resources to supersede that Igbo man. And if Igbo man go to his own place, they give him money to become bigger again. Yoruba's conservative will come together again. It's competition. It's not to kill people. It's not to hate them. You know what I mean? Now, when the concern don't they lose out, when the money no spread well, now then they can say, the reason why this wealth is not spreading is because look at the Igbo community. Look at the Hausa community. Look at the Ijo community. Look at this community. Look at this community. They are really doing so well. We should re-strategize. You know what? We need to stop majority of them coming into our country now. We need to reduce the number of them coming. You know, that idea is called preservation. Do you get that? But in the book of Adeyinka Grandiot, the Libras, the Yoruba Libra, are the ones who love Yoruba land. And they don't want Igbos. They don't want Fulanis. They don't want anybody. In the Yoruba land they want, it must be Yoruba only. And Yorubas must control the wealth. Nobody can come into our country. North Korea unlimited. That's their own type of a Yoruba liberalism. What's liberation there? Then you see me. We can say everybody is welcome. Come help us build Yoruba land when we get our independence. Igbos are welcome. Oh. Hausas are welcome. Oh. Fulanis are welcome. Oh. Every tribe is welcome. Oh. Reason is this, because in Yoruba land, you will have to do things legitimately. No be backdoor, like Nigeria. Of course now, no be so it be all over the world. This UK, the people who built UK, you will see Indians, you will see Igbos, you will see Yorubas, you will see Europeans, you will see Chinese, you will see Arabs, and everybody bring their whatever idea, money, whatever you can help to come and help them build the UK, NHS, so everything, you are welcome. Bring your money, bring everything in. That's the Yoruba land we want. If you commit any crime in the UK, whether you are Arab, whether you are English, whether you are Chinese, whether you are Yoruba, or whether you are Biafran, you will go to that jail for that crime. That is the Yoruba land we are talking about. It is not a Yoruba land of xenophobic, mad people like Adeyinka Grandiot and his cohorts. Arsonists that will always blame other people for their problems, but they will never have the audacity, the effrontery to face their oppressors. 24 years, Yoruba land has been led by Yorubas. Yorubas have been writing budget for Yorubas. Yorubas have been borrowing money for Yorubas. Since 1999, you have never had any Igbo governor. You have never had any Fulani governor. You have never had any Hausa governor. You have never had Igbo senator. You have never had a Ijo assembly speaker in Yoruba land. The people who are writing your budget, the people who are borrowing money on your behalf, they have always been Yorubas. And for 24 years, not single one of them stood up and demanded that Yorubas deserve better in Nigeria. We deserve to be on our own. No single one of them. So is it convenient to now blame other people for what we are going through? If we blame Igbos, blame Hausa, blame Fulani for why Yorubas are poor, what do you now say to these Yorubas who are now campaigning for 2023 because they want to be president too? What do you say to them? Oh, we can pardon them. Oh, they didn't contribute to the problem because they are Yorubas. Exactly. Now, so mental people, they think like Adeyinka Grandiot. Then what do? Let us blame the Igbos then. Why do we not have electricity in Yoruba land? Because Igbos didn't let us have electricity. Why do we have terrible roads in Yoruba land? Because the Igbos dug all the holes. Why do we have no real schools in Yoruba land? Oh, well, because the Igbos will not let us build good schools. Oh, how come that our children who graduated from schools that you spent a lot of money to send to educate, they are jobless today and you are still spending money to feed them? Well, maybe because the Igbos didn't let them have jobs. How convenient. How convenient. That is the message there. That is why today, Yorubas, Igbos, Ijos, and so many of our friends all over the place, they could come together and agree with us that Igbo is a legend. Today, Nnamdi Kanu, every day, people are clamoring all over the world for his release because it's obvious, right, that he is doing something right. When our own brother was looking for who to join him to hate the Igbos and also join him to kill the Igbos. They locked him up since September last year or October last year. Now they have sentenced him. I didn't see any single protest, any single whatever, not even like any popular broadcaster to mobilize for the release of Adeyinka Grandiot. They disappeared like crickets because what they do, they are the young people in Yoruba land, young and old. They are those who have been in charge of Yoruba land for 24 years now, 23 years. Yeah, in charge of Yoruba land. They have been using the association of Yoruba with Nigeria. They have been using it to enrich themselves and make themselves richer and richer and richer. So Adeyinka Grandiot want us to go back to them indirectly. Yeah? And these rogues who destroyed Yoruba land, who collaborated with those who destroyed Yoruba land, these rogues who are also Yorubas, some of them are already peeing on themselves, shitting themselves. Most of them are unable to walk anymore. They can't even talk well anymore. Majority of them are already shaking, right? And despite in their state of in their vegetable state, they can still muzzle up a courage and speak for Yoruba people. Are you with me? And then you have jobless young people everywhere. You have poverty everywhere. You have insecurity everywhere. Then you have these young Yorubas who are victims of that destroyed and ruined system, who rather blame other people for why Yorubas are poor. They would rather blame other people for why Yorubas have this, because the Igbos suspended the constitution in 1966. 1966. Momsimi ti kú sí yín. Momsimi was just about a 5-year-old girl. 5-year-old girl ni Momsimi in 1966. When they suspended the constitution that this Were is talking about in 2019, 2022. So you will know what? When you read your history, you make sure that you don't get imprisoned by your history. You know what? You should learn from history. You don't become imprisoned by your history. So what these guys learned from that 1966 is the vengeance, is the hateful, and all of that. Now they want us to ignore those who are punishing us now. 23 years. Democracy in Yoruba land, democracy in Nigeria, but Yorubas have become poorer. While the likes of Tifnumbu and gang, they have become richer, billionaires with different private jets, Yoruba money. I won't worry. And his gang, jobless, opportunist scammers, like as we call them, they can use Yoruba nation, Yoruba name,